but thankfully no one was hurt in the accident. Now to some breaking news coming out of the sporting world today. Rugby league star Adam Grant has announced his early retirement from the sport. He told a crowded press conference that his decision was effective immediately. The popular Manly skipper refused to elaborate on reasons for his sudden departure from the game. The decision has baffled the club and his teammates alike, as it was widely believed he was about to lead his team to a third straight premiership. Rumours of a problem with his girlfriend TV weather girl Fiona Reese have fueled speculation that he wishes to concentrate his energies on repairing their relationship. In a career filled with incident, Grant has been up before the tribunal on a number of occasions for his use of excessive force on the field, leading to his nickname, Grant. In his first year alone with the National League, he was suspended for 5 matches because of excessive rough play. Originally from the New South Wales country town.
Yeah? Nah, sorry mate, he's not here. Nah, I don't know when he'll be back. Yeah, I just heard. Yeah, well it must be true, it was on the radio. Yeah, no. So now you're gonna have to ask him that yourself, dude. Yep. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, bye. No, sorry, I haven't seen him, mate. No, I don't know when he's going to be home. Uh-huh. Yes? Nah, I'm not on his team. Yeah, cool. I'll tell him. Yeah, bye. Fuck's sake. What? No, I haven't got a bloody clue where he is. No, I don't live here. Sorry, how much did you say? Oh, and what do you expect me to do for that kind of money? Oh, fuck! I thought I wished that I'm a West End! Piss off! Oh, fuck!
Clay? How the fuck did you get in?
Oh, through the window. Oh, I'm good for it.
How long's it been? 10 years?
Yeah, about.
Last time I saw you about this big.
Yeah, well, that's the size of me prick these days.
Is your mum here with you?
Well, she's your mum too, you know.
Is she here?
What do you reckon?
Does she know you're here?
Must have guessed by now.
Did you run away?
Oh, you're 19's a bit fucking old to run away from much. Since when have you become the Brady Bunch?
Still your older brother.
Yeah, bloody absentia.
He's still hammer you.
I don't think so. Alright. Yeah, come on. Give it a go.
Not bad. Where'd you learn your technique?
Watching me big brother on TV.
So you know all my tricks.
Yeah, better than you do.
Here you are.
Here I am.
What do you want, Clay?
To get to know me big brother. Mostly.
Yeah, well, your timing's out.
Yeah, I just heard.
They say anything interesting about me?
No. Lots of speculation, but nothing of substance.
You really did pick a lousy time to show up, Clay. What are you here for?
Just wait and see.
You're pretty bloody sure of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, chip off the old block.
Shut the fuck up! good to see you.
So can I stay?
Here?
Oh, I've got nowhere else.
For how long?
Oh, yeah, I won't get in the way if that's what you're worried about.
What's that getting in the way of?
All those chicks.
What chicks?
Oh, come on, man. Every time I open the papers, you got a new babe hanging off your arm. Hey, I'm cool. I just thought, you know, you might have a few surplus groupies you could throw my way.
You think I'm going to pimp for my younger brother?
Yeah, that's what brothers are for.
Did you leave your brain back home when you came down here?
What? You got no right to do that, man. Where have you been for 10 years, hey?
I'm your older brother.
Yeah. And where have you been for 10 years, hey?
Can't you pick up a phone and ring?
Screw you.
Okay, dick for brains. All that shit you heard on the radio, it's all garbage.
No, what about that Fiona chick? You're gonna marry her.
Where'd you get that idea?
It was all over the news.
You only mere friends, that's all. She did it because I asked her to.
You're really messed up. You know, I come home from school one day and find me big brother gone. Mum won't tell me what happened. Tells me good riddance. He's as good as dead. And I never hear another word from you. So one day, now the papers are full of my big brother as a saviour of rugby league. But why couldn't you have been there for me, man?
Well, I'm here for you now.
You know what a heavy trip that was to lay on me? Suddenly I'm an only child, but Mum expects me to be bigger and better than you. I'm in competition with my brother's memory. Do you know how hard that is?
I definitely can't do this right now.
Oi! I said you know how hard that
I
is!
do! But it's what you're asking me to do now. Live up to this hero you've made up in your imagination. We're not the same people we were when I left home 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't expecting to get into an argument the first time I'd seen you in so many years.
You're standing in my space now, and I've paid dearly for it. This is the one place I can be myself. So check your bullshit at the door. You play by my rules.
Or-
You piss off! So you're in trouble, yeah?
You've become so bloody moral.
Blood is thicker than morality. You want a drink?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, one of those things that you sell on TV. Like, you know, you set fire to it in a restaurant. Sam
Booker.
Yeah, Sam Booker.
I don't touch alcohol, it rots your brain.
Whatever then.
So it was bad enough for you to leave town. What was it? Rape, pillage, murder?
None of the above.
There was all sorts of exotic possibilities.
Such as?
Sex change?
Oh, piss off.
Police involved?
No. And it wasn't drugs.
Now, what could my innocent little brother have got himself into now?
Look, no shit, man. If you want me to leave, you can just ask.
Well, by process of elimination, no rape, no pillage, no murder, no drugs, no sex change. What do you country boys do for fun then, hey?
Oh, gross!
Underage?
No.
Wrong gender. You and your mates get caught giving each other a little hand release.
Oh, that's not even funny.
Just tell me.
You know, it's no big deal. Piss around with your mates, pick up a few chicks, take them down to the bush. They get a few beers and a ride home out of it.
How chivalrous.
Oh, come on, man, you must have done the same shit.
In my own way, I guess.
See? It's just a part of being mates. But there are a few, you know, unwritten rules. Like, don't sleep with your best mate's wife. That sort of shit.
So which one of the 10 sacred commandments of mateship did you break?
Thou shalt not sleep with his best mate's sister. Especially if she's green.
Yeah, you never were one for rules.
So how do I measure up?
Measure up?
To your transgression?
I didn't realise we were in competition.
Oh, come on, man. What did you do?
Remember Neil White?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a few years older than you. Yeah, he runs a general store since his dad died. Yeah, his sister married a guy from up in Wagga. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
Your mum came home from work early one day and found me with him, that's all.
Yeah, but what were you doing? Like maid stuff or, you know?
Well, I called it maid stuff, but your mum sure didn't.
Wait, what?
Neil was doing to me what you do to the chicks down in the bush.
Wait, no.
Ta-da!
No, Neil's married. He's got 3 kids. Yeah, he married just after you left town.
He swings both ways.
No. You've got a Dalian medal.
I've got a shelf full of trophies, it don't mean shit.
But we put Pufters in hospital back home.
Yeah. And now you understand why I haven't been home in 10 years.
No.
I'm not going to argue with you, Clay. Just take my word for it.
No. Because all you need is the right woman.
All you need is the right man.
Touch me and you're dead.
If I want rough trade, I'll go to the pub, not plunder the family tree.
I could have you.
Please don't ask, because refusal often offends.
I could have your career.
What career? Just threw it all away. I'm not a religious man, Father. Oh, I suppose somewhere buried in the recesses of my mind there's a feeble belief of an afterlife. Catholic upbringing. What can I do? I mean, you plant a seed as firmly as my mother did and fertilize it with all that bullshit. Guess it makes great manure. It's funny. I never thought about my mum until Clay showed up. 10 years I've been an orphan. And I never knew it. You'll like her. She's an unforgiving woman just as you're supposed to be an unforgiving God. Don't get me wrong. I'm not apologising. I'm not scared. Not of what comes after. I never really give those things much thought. I make my own heaven. Football. It's the closest thing you can get to Nirvana. The stadium's packed with thousands and thousands of fans screaming for you to succeed. It almost feels like you're flying. You're as close to angels as it possibly can get. The ball's yours and you thunder through the opposition. Nothing can stop you. All these hands and arms are trying to bring you down to earth, but you soar past them. You're invincible. You outmaneuver any last-ditch attempts and wham, you're through. It's beautiful. And then you slam the ball down over the line and it's a try and you feel this rush through your veins and the crowd erupts. Yes! Yes! Yes. Personal life has never been a high priority for me. I've kept my emotions as low as possible. I've conserved them so I can tap into them at any time and I simmer. My whole life so far has been about playing football. But I'm sick of playing games. I don't hate you, Father. But I'm not scared of you. I had to say that. It's a nice place you got here.
What took you so long?
When I said you could stay here, I meant pay your way, not sponge off me.
Oh, this boy always pays his way. Though, not in the manner you might always expect.
Yeah, well, kinship does not pay for the groceries.
Oh, you got plenty of it there. Spread a bit around on your long neglected next of kin.
Next.
Yeah, because they sure as hell won't be any little ones.
I can donate with sperm.
Nah, not as good as the real thing.
Oh, you could vouch for that?
Well, let's just say you are to footy what I am to chicks.
What? Legendary?
And to prove that your little brother isn't ungrateful, I got a surprise for you.
Yeah.
In the bedroom. It's all yours.
Well, bring it out.
It's too big. You gotta go and get it yourself.
This better not be one of your stupid tricks, Clay.
What?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
What are you laughing at?
Your present.
It's not funny.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Try her out.
I don't want a woman, Clay.
Well, have you ever had one before?
I know what I am, Clay, and I'm comfortable with it.
Just give it a go. You might like it.
What will that prove?
You know, that you're not...
Don't prove shit, Clay.
You won't even try? Look, alright. She's good, okay? She's really good.
Did you test drive yourself, did ya?
Of course not. It's just she comes highly recommended. And she knows a lot about football.
Well, maybe we can get in bed and talk about scoring.
You're not gonna, are you?
No, I'm not, Clay.
You know, I spent a lot of time and money to get her. So I think you should appreciate the thought that went into it.
The thought that went into it was Neanderthal.
Oh. Yeah, but what am I gonna do with her?
I don't know, she's your responsibility.
Would seem a shame to waste it. At least one of us is man enough.
Robert's beside the bed. What? Neil! Oh, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, holding up. You seen that shit they sent about me on TV? Nah. Can't afford to let it worry me. You ringing to tell me you sold my story? I just thought the money. Hey, Neil, I'm sorry, mate. How's Kayleen? And, little Adam? Yeah, got the photos. And the others? No. Clay's here. Yeah, that Clay. God, you're right with what you told me about him over the years. His mother's son, alright? Yeah, he knows. What do you think? Ranting and raving? Today I come home to find a woman in my bed. Clay's present to his older brother. No, never been like you, Neil. Never been tempted. Clay's in there now, depositing his revenge on my bed. He'll get over it. Well, if he doesn't, he'll have to move on. I'm just tired. I need a rest. Clay on top of everything else. So, when are you likely to be down this way again? I could have used an old friend. Sure. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the support. Love to Kayleen and the kids. Hey, no sweat. I'll be alright. Bye, Neil.
Oh, hope you're bloody satisfied.
What, Clay?
You've ruined me.
What do you mean ruined you?
By telling me you're a faggot. Oh, fuck, I just
ruined you.
I was alright till you told me how I was more than alright.
Is there a fucking point to this?
Yeah! The fucking point is that I couldn't get it up! See, there was no fucking... Get it? Is that all? It's the first time it's ever happened. A good-looking chick who's ready and willing, and I can't perform.
Hey, it happens to all of us at some time.
Nah, not to me it doesn't. I am 19! I had my whole life ahead of me, and now I can't...
Okay, it's fine.
Dude, fucking right, I'm tense! You've turned me into a fucking eunuch!
Oi, come on, I want to show you something.
If that's the line you use in all your backhead loaders, it won't work on me.
As complimentary as ever I see.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, you called me.
Oh, yeah, well, didn't have anyone else to call now, did I?
Yeah, well, I came because I'm your older brother. Now, come on.
Where are we going?
All in good time.
Aren't you gonna ask what happened?
Well, I was hoping someone mistook you for a faggot and beat the living shit out of you.
Fuck off! Do you want to know or not?
No.
I think you'll find it amusing.
You call this mess amusing.
I don't. But you will.
Is it going to be a cereal or what?
Well, I was thinking about what you said. That you're a faggot. Hey, oh, fuck! What was that for?
Think about it.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't get it out of my head that you're gay. Is that one fine?
It's
Gay?
fine. Fine.
You were my idol for 10 years, man. I molded myself on you.
So you thought you must be gay too?
I went to find out.
How? It's not like you pay a joining fee or sit an entrance exam.
Well, I went to the only place where I knew I wouldn't find guys like...
Like me. You went to get a tattoo to prove you straight?
I thought about it.
Did you?
Nah, what would that prove?
Well, explain the collateral damage.
Well, I ducked into the pub to get pissed. You know, I needed to be around, you know, places full of regular guys. Blokes. Big barrel chests and arms the size of some chick's thighs. Anyway, I got a bit pissed like I intended to. Yeah, it wasn't hard. They all kept buying me drinks. And I guess I wanted to be part of their little group, let off a bit of steam. So I started slagging off about faggots. Christ, did the mood change? It was like I was making fun of one of their brothers. Well, you know, went to the men's to take a piss. And then the next thing you know, right, I'm in a stretcher being wheeled into casualty.
Maybe there is a God after all, hey?
Well, that's when the fun started. They all kept asking me these stupid questions. Like, have you had the test? What fucking test? And they're poking me and prodding me with rubber gloves. And they're all wearing masks like I got a terrible disease. Yeah, AIDS. Christ. And this one nurse, right? She smiles at me. She smiles and she goes, "You were found outside a gay hotel." Yeah, that's when the penny dropped.
Yeah, well, that's the new reality for some people.
Yeah, but it's not mine.
Here we are. St. Vincent's Ward 7.
They all knew Adam in there. The doctors, the nurses, even the patients. I mean, from the TV, I guess. The doctor called Adam into his private office. leaving me in the patient's waiting room. Just sitting there, watching nothing in particular, when this enormous, and I mean fucking enormous drag queen just walks in, and he's wearing a towel around his head singing "It's Raining Men," and he walks over to me, looks me up and down. "You don't know," he says. "Haven't seen you around here before." I'm about to give him some lip when I realise that, he's bigger than me. And I'm in no mood for another walloping. "I'm not from this ward," I explain. "Oh," he says, almost like he's relieved. "Nice job someone did on your face. Poof the bashes?" "Nah, the poofters." He doesn't understand, so I fill him in about what happened, and he practically wets himself. I mean, I can't help laughing either, it was pretty funny. And then he tells me he's in for his second batch of pneumocystis. Yeah, whatever the hell that is. "No one survives the third," he says. When he gets out of this hospital, he's going to spend all his money on the biggest, best Mardi Gras costume anyone has ever seen. And then he's going to party himself cockeyed. And then, when it's over, he's going to go home. And he saved up a bunch of pills. And he's going to take all of them while he listens to his favourite CDs. And then to finish it off, he's got a plastic bag that he's going to tie around his head. Surefire way to make sure there's no screw-ups. But then he gets out his makeup kit and plasters powder all over my bruises. "There," he says, "the good fairy has made you pretty again." When Adam comes back, he walks me all around that ward. Concentration camps. That's all I could think of. Living skeletons attached to plastic bags of lolly water and emphysema, oxygen masks, guys just gasping for every precious breath like they still had some hope. Adam even said hello to a few of them. Adam. Oh God, and Adam. He even bends down and gives one of them a kiss on his hollow cheek. Christ, man, why didn't you tell me? Hey, look, I was talking to the doctors. There are new drugs coming out all the time.
You sure change your tune?
Yeah, I don't mind a good scrap when you've got all the time in the world. But
It looks like we're gonna die a good bit earlier than you figured on, hey?
no, you could last for years, man. Shit, sorry.
Stop apologising. That's all you've done since you found out.
You could have been straight with me.
Oh, sure. Like you were so mature the way you handled I was gay. You could have handled that HIV.
Okay, I was being stupid, okay?
Yeah, well, you still are.
But I'm learning fast.
That's true enough.
Do you regret it?
What?
You know, what you gave up for what you got in return.
I don't think about it much.
What about the bastard who gave it to you?
He's not a bad guy.
How can you say that?
We tried to make a go of it together.
Yeah, see, that's the part I still don't understand.
soapy actor on TV. They made a big fuss about him when he died a few years back. Or at least he understood about pretending. We couldn't go out much as a pair without the papers commenting on the Bachelor footy star and the Bachelor soapy star turning up to such and such function together.
But how come? Because, you know, if you use rubbers.
Well, at first we did. Then we got a test. Both okay, so to prove the seriousness of our commitment, we stopped being safe. Stupid naive, but there you have it. One night he got really pissed off that I had yet another football presentation that he couldn't come to. Christ, he was angry. He went out and slept around.
You know, I'd like to go and spit in his grave.
That's your answer to everything, isn't it, mate?
Sorry.
It's not that the media didn't know about us, it's just that we were discreet. It's another way of saying we played by their rules. He was always linked romantically with his leading ladies and me with some of the young girls on the cheer squad. And one particularly sympathetic weather girl. They turn a blind eye if you go along with all their bullshit, but one step out of line and they crucify you. You can only deviate so far. The worst part is when he got sick. The rumours started and I had to stay away. I couldn't even go to his funeral. When the whispers got too loud, I'd whack a few heads together or crack a few ribs on the field, and everyone would wink, wink, and nudge, nudge, and tap the side of their nose and say, "No fairy could ever do that. Our boy's all man." Yeah. What a man. Cheers, mate. I don't know what took me so long. It's got to have a proper ending. All good stories have them. Look at me. Mr. Sobriety pissed as a newt. Up here a snivel and reckon. You're just another link in the food chain. What a fucked up world this is.
Oh, I thought you didn't touch alcohol.
Yeah, well, I do now. I was so put together. You should hate me for staying away when you were sick. Yeah, I was scared, I admit it. I was scared what other people might think.
Oh, come on, mate. Don't do this to yourself. Just give me the
I
bottle.
wouldn't say no to approval, hey? I remember you used to say, we owe our public. Fuck it! If there ever was. No, I guess not. They're on to me, mate. They can smell a good story.
Oh, come on, Adam. You're going to make yourself sick. Just
You know something, Clay? What? Your mum and those Bible thumpers think that my lifestyle has been crackling like a roast in the devil's rotisserie. I've been too scared to live, mate. I don't want to fucking die. I'm not even 30 fucking years old. I've never even been to a sauna. I'm socially retarded. I've been more scared of myself than I've ever been of a tribunal. You know something, mate? Let's you and me take one giant step for mankind. Let's go get laid. Publicly.
Adam. What? Mum. Hi. No. I was gonna ring. No excuses. I've just Been busy? Yeah, he looks like he does on TV. Only shorter. Yeah, of course he was glad to see me. Yeah, what do you reckon? It's a big secret? Yeah, he told me. No, if anything, he's proud of it. Oh, well, Mum, I don't think he's much of a Catholic anymore. Yeah, I'm surprised. I suppose. Actually, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it shook me up a bit. What? No, he hasn't tried to convert me. Oh, fuck off, Mum. Why would he do that? He is my brother, for Christ's sake. Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, no, I am staying with him. No, I can look after myself, Mum. Nah, I'm gonna stay for a bit longer. I think he needs me. Because I want to, Mum, that's all. Oh, listen, you haven't had any newspaper guys ring up asking about Adam, have you? Oh, shit, yeah, well, what did you say to them? Oh, fuck, Mum, you realise that's gonna be in all of the papers? Do you really want to get back at him that much? Mum! Adam's sick. Sick? Unwell? No. As in, he's not going to get better. Yeah, as in, he's going to die. Won't need the old age pension. Oh, sure, Mum. Oh, sure, it's a punishment. Or just like it was a punishment when St. Bernadette's church burned down back home. Who was God punishing then, Mum? You? No, fuck off for not being blasphemous! Christ, Catholics!
The sauna is a great leveler. Not much you can hide when all you got to wrap your ego and other pointy bits is this piss fart and towel they use as a face washer. I mean, there's all sorts of people here, from rampaging KFC to great granddaddies with flaccid virility. Will I end up like them? Sagging chin, sagging tits, parched balls and parchment penis? Every plum becomes a prune. There's this one young guy. Mega dick. I'm talking art, not just tonnage. But guess what? He doesn't like to kiss. Just instant gratification. No one's gourmet anymore. Gluttony is good. Relief without satisfaction. What do you want, Adam? Something a little more upbeat. Romantic. Something with colour. Something with violins.
Oi, Adam! There's a guy parked outside the apartment, and he said he'd offer me 10 grand just if he could come upstairs for an interview with you. But I was good. I told him I was hogging out for 15. Fucking hell, mate! What are you doing in there?
You've got a problem, Clay?
It's got the fucking
What's
problem.
with all the shouting?
Just what are you doing in there?
What does it look like we're doing? Knitting?
Well, who is he?
Not that it's any of your business, but he's a friend of mine.
Well, get him out of here.
Since when did you get to tell me who I can and can't have in my flat?
Just get him out.
Grow up!
If you won't, then I will.
Where do you think you're going?
Sick bastard.
Let's just get one thing straight here. You're in my flat. If you don't like it, you can piss off!
You're ridiculous. You're literally trying to kill
I'm
yourself.
just having a bit of harmless fun.
Harmless. You have AIDS.
Took precautions!
Go on then. Kill yourself. It's no more than you fucking deserve.
Make sure you go when I'm done.
I'm not gonna let you do it. Fuck. You can't fucking die! Hey, I remember you from the TV. You had a different girlfriend every week in that soap. Real life too, according to the gossip mags. You know, Mum used to watch you every single night on TV. Wouldn't stand no interruptions. You know, I think she even wrote you a fan letter once. She'd never admit to it. Adam? Mate!
We interrupt our music program to bring you some breaking news just ahead. Rugby league great Adam Grant was this morning rushed to St Vincent's Hospital after collapsing in his home. A spokesperson for the football star said his condition was satisfactory. He is expected to be released from hospital in the next few days. Full details at 5. And now to Siobhan with the weather.
Ever since I was 9, Mum has been warning me about poofters. But she only became obsessed after Adam left. She wasn't like that before. I mean, I should have guessed. She started going on about perverts, quoting chapter and verse. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 9. And if that's not enough for you, I got 1 Timothy 1:10. guess you could say St. Paul had a thing about pufters. Yeah. Well, so did Mum. Especially when she thought I might be one. I was kind of bookish back then. You know, more interested in study than sport. That was enough for some fuckwit at school to start a rumour. The boys at school giving me hell. I wasn't... I'm not... You know... that. So I figured I had to do something to prove it. Joining the footy team. And got the shit kicked out of me. Still wasn't enough. My best mate Ray gave me the chance. Not intentionally. Ray's a funny bugger, always pissing around, putting books back on the wrong shelf, like the Bible under fiction, yeah, that sort of shit. We all thought it was pretty funny. But this librarian guy, he wasn't laughing. We all knew he was a poofter, but nobody cared, as long as he kept his hands to himself. But he makes Ray stay back and sort out the library shelves when he should have been at our important footy match. And we lost that match. So Ray's mad as hell. I join him in the rest of the game and we head over to the librarian's place. And then Ray calls him every filthy name that he can come up with. But this librarian, he's not afraid of us. And that's a big fucking mistake. Yeah, we get a bit stupid, yeah? And a bit rough. We spin him around and his glasses go flying. I stomp on him, and then Ray stomps on his hand when he tries to pick him up. Heels down hard. And then you'll bring the boot in a few more times until Ray stomps on his fucking head! And there was blood. Yeah, I remember that. We'll lay the boot in a few more times and head off. And I figure we're doing good, yeah? You know, we were just having a bit of fun. Well, that librarian, he ends up in hospital. And I end up in the police station. Then Ray gives them some bullshit story about how the librarian propositioned him. And in his rage and panic, he couldn't control his temper. And we all backed him up. Because that's what mates do, right? It ended up in court. The solicitor dressed us all in our school uniforms. Told the jury that bullshit about Ray's homosexual panic. Yeah, that's what they called it. And there was my mum, dressed in her Sunday best, proud of her little boy. I'd wiped out Adam's memory with a few well-aimed kicks. And the jury? They swallowed every bit of bullshit that we gave them. Not guilty. So the next time I was at confessional, I told the priest what I did. You know, I figured I'd get some sort of pat on the back or something. But I figured wrong. The priest went off his tree. I just can't figure out why what I did was so wrong. I've got all of these beliefs floating around inside my head like an infection that my mum has put in there. I've got all this garbage in my head. And when I look at Adam, it just doesn't compute. But it's not always easy to dump. I just want to get to know him a little bit better before
bro.
Hey, just look what I got you.
What is it?
Guess.
At least one of my former teammates turning up to wish me well?
Guess again.
Not that?
Nah.
Well, maybe it's the thing I want second most in the world. A life-size blow-up doll of Brad Pitt.
Nah. I sent that one home to Mum.
Well, maybe it's the thing I want most in the world. Cure for this bloody disease.
Wrong again. It's a Tom of Finland colouring book. And a set of coloured pencils.
Jesus, the dicks on these guys are so big, I'm definitely going to need a pencil sharpener.
And voila.
Oh, gee, you thought of everything.
So, how are you?
Nothing serious. I'll be out just in time for Mardi Gras.
You're not going.
Why not?
You'll be seen.
So what if I'm seen?
Who? I'll care for one.
Get over it, mate. Did you win the gear? I pay for the room and I'm entitled to have it the way I want, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So I want that removed.
But what about?
I don't believe in that punishment from God shit.
Okay, well, how about I just get a nurse?
They just cover it up, that's all they do.
I don't see any nails or screws. You keep your dirty remarks to yourself. They must have put it on with super glue or something. Obviously, we're not the first to try and dislodge this bugger from the wall. Oh, shit. This must be a mortal sin.
You need a hand?
Nah. You're in enough trouble with upstairs as it is, without adding this one to your list.
We'll start to give way eventually.
There. I did it.
May God have mercy on our soul.
Hey, I've been thinking, how about we just go away for a break together? Just the two of us.
Can't just pack up and go.
Come on.
We've got commitments. Contracts to fulfill, Clay, like coaching and that nude spread in the women's magazine.
Are you going to show your pecker in print?
Providing they pay by the centimetre.
Alright, well, how about we just bum around the country in a four-wheel drive?
What's up, Clay?
What do you mean?
You never suggest anything without an ulterior motive.
You can be so fucking irritating sometimes. Fine. You're gonna find out eventually. They've been to Mum. And she's let the cat out of the bag.
30 pieces of silver.
You could always deny it.
Nah, it's not my style.
Was once.
I'll get in first.
Wait, do you mean told them?
I'm scared what people might think when they find out your brother's a poofter.
Nah, of course not.
What?
Think about what it will do to your reputation.
My reputation can handle itself.
So, what? Are you gonna go on TV or something?
Yeah. A press conference. I've reached a point in my life where I can say I've achieved everything I could have possibly ever dreamt of. Captaining a premiership winning rugby league team, playing for my country, and winning a Dally M medal. However, never in my life did I ever set out to be the first openly gay football player. I'm disappointed that a lot of you still seem more concerned about my sexuality or who I get to be with, but you shouldn't. it has no effect on my ability as a footballer. I've given my fans and the Australian public my entire life to the game of rugby league. Still, I know my revelation today will disappoint a lot of you, but you have no need to be disappointed. I'm not sorry for the life I've led. What I am sorry about is my disregard for the gay community. I'm sorry for being a coward. I'm sorry for being invisible. I hope they can forgive me for being such a lousy role model. I've strived to be the best at what I do. But once you admit that you're gay or you have HIV, you're expected to be a spokesman. But I don't want to be a spokesman. I don't want my life taken over by my sexuality or my disease. I thought my world would fall apart if anyone knew. Yet, now that I've acknowledged my sexuality, I feel whole for the first time. I love rugby league. I owe my life to this game. I hope, in some way, I can still be part of this wonderful sport.
The Mardi Gras. I'm here with him. Don't ask me why. Support, he says. He'd never been either, so neither of us knew what to expect. Those wowsers from the Festival of Light are out again praying for rain. But there is not a cloud in sight.
Ah, look, fabulous or what?
Fabulous!
Eat your heart out, heterosexually impaired.
There's so many people here.
Yeah, isn't it great?
And they've brought their kids.
Just like I brought my own kid brother.
Where do they all come from?
Well, just think, if all of us, all over the world, turn pig for one day, there'd be no stopping us.
It's just a whole lot of guys and chicks wearing practically nothing at all. I don't know about this, man.
Just go with the flow, mate.
It's intimidating. Everyone's so obvious.
Yeah, just like the straights, hey? Hey, look what's coming.
I don't think I could stand another drag queen.
No, there.
It's just a float.
What does it say?
Gays in sport.
Can you believe it? I'm gonna go.
Well, hey man, you can't leave me in the middle of all of this.
I love you, little bro. But this is my family too.
And he left. Just like that. All these hands reached down from the float and they hoisted him up just like in his footy days. He looked magnificent. And I knew that they would take good care of him. As the float drew parallel, I waved, "Adam! Adam over here! Adam! Adam! Adam!" But he didn't see me. And then he was gone. I turned to go. There's no point in staying. But then I hear this, "You sweetie!" from the parade. And a hand reaches down and grabs me. And it's the fucking enormous drag queen from the hospital. But now, he's dressed to the eyeballs, like Cinderella or some other fairy tale queen. And he pulls me onto the street. I struggle, but big, wet kiss on my cheek. And he screams, "Happy Mardi Gras!" Like all of his birthdays and Christmases have come at once. And then I close my eyes and I give him a kiss on his powdered cheek. And it doesn't kill me. In fact, it makes me feel good. And when I open my eyes, he's gone. Gone. And in that moment, all I could think about was Adam.